All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Toronto Maple Leafs at Buffalo Sabres preview. And the Toronto Maple Leafs made a big trade with the St. Louis Blues, acquiring Ryan O'Reilly from the St. Louis Blues. So the former Sabre and now former Blue goes to Toronto to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs come in at 34, 15, and 8, and the Buffalo Sabres are 28, 22, and 4 as they look to make that push for the playoffs. They're coming off of a win over the San Jose Sharks 4-2 on Saturday, and now they got to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got to string some wins together as we go to Tampa Bay on Thursday. That'll be the Lightning are 35, 17, and 3. So it'll be a tough week for the Buffalo Sabres. But the Buffalo Sabres can beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. We took 3 out of 4 against the Maple Leafs last year, and we want to do it again this year. We gotta beat the Maple Leafs. We gotta put some wins together and make that push for the playoffs. And if any time to make a trade for a defenseman or another scorer, the time is right now. Don't wait for the deadline. We need to make a trade. I think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, by the way, should start in this game against Toronto. But we need another defenseman, and we need another goal scorer. And with these teams making trades right now, it's probably going to be a quiet deadline. I think the Sabres will be buyers, though, at the deadline. But we need to make a move to help us make this push for the playoffs. We got to get into that wild card spot. If we can get like the fifth or sixth seed, I'll be happy. So we don't have to go as a wild card. But it's gonna be a tough stretch for the Buffalo Sabres. But they can beat Toronto, and they can beat Tampa Bay. They gotta play. They got to keep playing good hockey, and Don Granato has them playing good hockey right now. They know what's at stake, as tonight we play the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thursday we'll play at Tampa Bay, and then Friday it's at Florida. So, like I said, a tough stretch, and then we got Washington on Sunday at home at the KeyBank Center. So it's gonna be a tough stretch, but the Sabres already have a win over the Capitals this year. They got to beat Florida. They got to beat Tampa Bay, and most importantly, they have to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we got to string some wins together, guys, if we want to end this playoff drought and go into the playoffs, possibly as a wild card, but hopefully that fifth or sixth seed. This game is a big one. The return of Ryan O'Reilly. We're going to see him a lot now that he's back in the division, and now that he's playing with the Toronto Maple Leafs. What a trade for Toronto, acquiring Ryan O'Reilly from the St. Louis Blues. But even when he was with St. Louis, Buffalo had success against him and the Blues, and I think Buffalo's going to be pumped up for this one, knowing what's at stake, knowing that they got to win to get into the playoffs. They got to keep winning, and knowing that Ryan O'Reilly is coming back to Buffalo with their hated rival. But I think Don Granato will have the kids ready. But like I said, we got to make a trade or two. I think they're going to be buyers at the trade deadline, but we need to make a move now. Uh, we need to get a defenseman, and we need to get another scorer or two, and we need to get big physical guys on this team. Uh, Someone who will stand up when teams try to push our little guys around. We need somebody that'll stand up and not let that happen. Uh, Toronto's a fast, physical team. Uh, and now that they got Ryan O'Reilly, they're going to be a scoring offense. They're going to be a team that's going to be tough to deal with. But we got to weather the storm. And, we can beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. We did last year. And I think we can do it again this year. And they know that they got to put wins together to end this 11-year playoff drought. So we got to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen should start in goal for the Buffalo Sabres. I think he should be our starter from here on out. And I've said that in other videos, that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen should be our starter from here on out, with Craig Anderson backing him up. Maybe either release Eric Comrie or try to get something for him and trade him. But unfortunately for Comrie, it's just not working here. I was happy when they first signed him, but he hasn't been doing well. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Craig Anderson should be the 1-2 start goalies here in Buffalo, with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen being 1 and Craig Anderson being 2. But a big division rivalry. Ilya Lyubushkin plays his former team. Ryan O'Reilly plays his former team. It should be a good game. And I think Buffalo pulls it out. They're at home. They're playing one of their hated rivals in all of hockey, in the Toronto Maple Leafs. But congratulations, Toronto, on acquiring Ryan O'Reilly. Maple Leafs fans, you're going to love that guy. He plays with a lot of heart now. When he was in Buffalo, he said he lost the love for hockey, but when he went to St. Louis and won the Stanley Cup, that all came back. And now he's with the Toronto Maple Leafs, as they just acquired him in a trade with the St. Louis Blues just a few days ago. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. Guys, tell me who your favorite NHL hockey team is. Let's talk hockey. Drop a comment. Tell me who your team is, and let's talk about them. Let's talk NHL hockey. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Gotta get in that wild card spot. Most importantly, let's end this drought. Put some wins together. It was a good win over the San Jose Sharks. Now we got to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then we got to go into Tampa Bay and steal one from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Go Sabres. Beat the hated division rival Toronto Maple Leafs at the KeyBank Center in downtown Buffalo. Go Sabres.